King Arthur and the famous British legend that is Arthurian lore, really. And Puck decided to write it into a 2-act tragedy that is full of intrigue, of drama, of power relations and struggles for power, but also loads of goofy dynamics and beautifully written out plot points. I am very proud of what we have achieved here, and I'm very proud of this cast, and I'm sure that they will break a leg. And nothing really is left for me to say enjoy.
King Arthur is dead. I admit I played my part in it, as did many others. Though Mordred did the slaying. Poor boy. In truth, I don't think he actually hated Arthur. As to what else could drive him to betray and kill the man he called father, that is a story that started many years ago. Back then, I was a young, unassuming knight in service to Lot, king of Lothian. Lot was not alone in his court. He had two sons, Gawain and Agravain, and a daughter, fair Guinevere. I suppose I loved her, even then. As for the queen, what you must understand is that Lot had recently become a Christian, renouncing his pagan ways. However, his wife, the Lady Morgause, had not. Lot found out when she returned from a secret pagan rite, pregnant by, well, not Lot.
Please, please, you can't do this to me.
You are banished from my court and my lands.
Father, you can't.
Silence!
No, please, forgive me.
Away with you.
Soon after, we heard that a young man had pulled Uther's sword from Camelot stone. This newly crowned king invited us to his court to restore old friendships. At the time he was pagan, but with Saxon warbands threatening Lothian, Lot could not afford to be picky with his allies. So we went.
Lancelot, stop pacing around. You're making me nervous.
We're in hostile territory, we can't be too careful.
Lancelot, we were invited for dinner, not bloodshed. I hope there is pork.
Lancelot is right. This offer is a pagan. He could not be trusted. Be on your guard. Only 5 years ago, we were pagans. And we remedied that foolishness.
Ooh, watch out, Lancelot. It is a scary jester.
A jester? I'll have you know that I am the chief adviser to King Arthur. He sends me to greet you and to offer you this toast while awaiting his arrival.
Well, don't mind if I do. Christ, what is that?
Don't spit, you fool! Swallow! How do you expect anything to happen if you don't swallow?
Are you trying to poison my son?
Just trying to turn him into a cat? Temporarily. Tell me, what is your disposition towards mice?
I ask forgiveness for my advisor's antics. Trust me when I say we have good reason for keeping him around.
Antics? I call it science. Oh, well, Balan, I have some wine left over. Will you take some?
That is not wine.
It could have been.
For Pendragon, I presume.
The one and only. Let us dine together.
Finally.
It would be my pleasure if you took your seat next to mine.
I don't make a habit of dining with pagans.
Well, we are quite barbaric, especially Pellinor. Anyway, business, The Saxons?
Neither of us can defeat them alone.
Well, Camelot and Lothian used to be allies before you became Christian. I would like to see the alliance restored.
That alliance was Lothian's and Servians. I cannot fight alongside a pagan, let alone pay a tribute to him.
I knew you couldn't. Merlin, tell him the offer we came up with.
As you wish, my king. Lothian will fall under the protection of Camelot. Your enemies become our enemies. In exchange, Lothian will provide Camelot with troops should the need arise. To foster our continuing good relations, your sons, Gawain and Agravain, shall be accepted into the Knights of Camelot.
Sounds like the old aliens.
You won't have to pay tribute.
Still, it involves me taking orders from pagan? Oh.
I shall become a Christian if and only if you ease the persecution of pagans in your kingdom and allow them to practice their religion in peace.
My kingdom, my laws.
It's this, or be overrun by the Saxons.
I have one more demand. If this is going to work, there needs to be trust. Let us be bonded in blood. I propose a marriage between you and my daughter Guinevere.
What?
Quiet,
I
quiet.
accept.
Then I shall toast to our aliens and your baptism.
Arthur! King of Camelot, I beg you, hear me.
Mother?
You are the father, Arthur.
What is this nonsense? What is she doing here? Aggravate! Get away from her.
Father, please, let him be.
He's our mother. He loves her. We all do. She betrayed us. I swore if I ever saw her again, I would cut her head off.
No! This is my kingdom, and I promised my people shall be heard. But I shan't trouble you with it. Everyone, leave us. Not you, Merlin. You stay. Calm down, please. I know your face.
Please. Please, my king. When I said Camelot had a new king, I knew it was you. I
remember. I never learned your name.
That's not the way. But our union, it was a fruitful one. I am with child, your child.
My child, that's... You were Lot's queen, the Lady Morgause.
He beat me, cast me aside, swore he would kill me. I...
Don't worry. I won't let anything bad happen to you.
Arthur, I was cast out. I'm seeking a new beginning, a new life. Would you have me for your wife?
Morgause.
My king, you cannot.
Well, it's my fault she was cast from Lot's court. I have a responsibility to her and to my child.
You have a responsibility towards Camelot. You agreed to marry Lot's daughter. You cannot go back on your word.
Fine. Maybe not marry her, but she can stay in Camelot. I owe her that much.
Arthur, no.
I'm your king. It's my decision.
The Saxons will kill us if the alliance with Lot falters. We cannot risk offending him.
A choice isn't right just because it is easy. You taught me that. Casting her out isn't right.
Neither is sacrificing your own people for your peace of mind. Sire, for the sake of Camelot, she cannot stay here.
Take her away. Make sure she is safe and looked after. Can you do that much at least?
Of course.
Morgause, I'm sorry. Merlin will bring you somewhere safe.
Arthur, you can't. It's your child.
Come with me, lady.
No! No! A curse upon you, Arthur Pendragon! A curse! A curse!
Are you done? What was that nonsense about her carrying your child?
I do not know. Poor woman had gone mad. Come, my friend, let us finish our dinner.
Bellagum haven, freone fegen, forthon sende, Jeshulon singon, glumens oriente, on albione. No need for hiding, Merlin. I've seen you coming since you left the walls of Camelot.
Then you know why I'm here.
Take me back! He can't do this to me!
I'm sorry. This does not make for easy conversation.
As you wish. Yes, Swiftly. Now, what brings the great enchanter all the way to my lake?
You see me coming all the way from Camelot, but you can't see that.
I read your whereabouts, not your mind. That's rude.
It can't be just to visit an old friend that, might I say, has grown ever more beautiful.
Still chasing my affections. If you are serious, maybe don't wait 16 years until your next visit.
You're right. I should visit more often. It's always so pleasurable.
All right, enough flattery. What do you want? I suppose it has something to do with your lover there.
Not all women are my lovers.
Yet you are a lover of all women.
She is the wife of King Lot.
He exterminates my people. He won't get any of my help, and neither will his wife.
You'll be glad to know he cast her out. Please, she's carrying Arthur's child, and she has nowhere to go.
Poor thing. Of course I'll help her. It's children, by the way.
What?
She's carrying twins. A girl of great magic and a boy that shall be king.
My Gwydion.
Worry not. I will look after them. Now I let you have that kiss you so desire.
Actually, there is one more thing. Arthur is riding into battle against the Saxons.
He is king. War lies on his path.
Even with Lot by his side, he rides to a battle he cannot win.
Can't the great Merlin conjure up something by himself?
You know, I'm only tricks and smarts. Never had the gift. But you do.
And why should I help him? I heard he became Christian just like Lot.
The Saxons will kill all pagans with impunity if they take over. Arthur needed to become a Christian to appease Lot. But in his heart, he's still one of us.
That heart won't do us good when we die by Christian swords.
He has put a halt to Lot's religious persecutions. In time, once the Saxons' danger has passed, he will be the king our people deserve, the greatest of all Celtic kings.
And you guarantee this?
I swear it, on my life.
I have something that can help. Behold Excalibur, the finest sword that ever come from the forges of Avalon. Whoever carries this shall never be defeated.
Do you demand a price?
I give it gladly to the greatest of the pagan kings.
Thank you. Now, about that kiss.
With Excalibur in hand, Arthur defeated the Saxons at Baden Hill. Afterwards, he learned the names of all our fallen knights and common men alike. He celebrated the victory with us, of course, yet there was a sadness to his feast. I had never seen a king like him. I suppose that was a small comfort when he and my dearest Guinevere were wed. Small comfort. When Lot went home, I could not bear to leave them. I stayed in Camelot and was soon accepted as one of Arthur's Knights of the Round Table. My brothers, all alive back then. As we were celebrating, the Lady of the Lake brought Morgause's children into the world.
The hard part is over. Now you can name them.
Her, I shall name Morgan.
And him?
Him, Mordred.
The girl possesses great magical talent. As she grows up, may I foster it?
Of course. Please, will you give me a moment alone with them?
As you wish.
Forgive me, children. You were born to be queen and king. But that's a life I cannot give you. That's a life that Arthur took from us. We will make him pay. We will make him pay for his crimes. You will pay for your crimes, Arthur Pendragon.
"18 years passed since then, during which Arthur's Knights of the Round Table kept the land safe. On one of my quests for glory and honor, an emergency called me back to Camelot.
Are you Sir Lancelot? From Arthur's court?
I am, good man. Forgive me, I am in a hurry.
Please, I need help.
That pains me, but today I cannot assist. Once I get to Camelot, I will send a knight no less than me to your assistance.
Then it might be too late. Please, my family hasn't eaten in days.
What is your need, good man?
Our Lord, he's one of the cruelest men you could ever imagine.
Yes.
I do not know how
All right. I have a question.
How do I give such a convincing performance? Well, the trick is
No one questions your performance, Gawain. What is it, Tristan?
You are a knight of King Arthur.
Mhm.
Surely your first duty should be to him, not to this peasant.
Good question. No. Galahad, do you want to answer that?
Both we are men of Arthur. We are first and foremost knights. Our first duty must always be to protect those weaker than us.
Excellent. Clearly, you've done the reading. That should do for today. Class dismissed. And Tristan, do the readings next time. Why did Arthur give the new recruits to me?
Because you are the best of us, Lancy.
Thanks for volunteering to help.
Anything for you.
Are they dead yet?
Some of them, but they keep coming. Saxons, Picts, Geats. I even see a Dane over there. Yeah.
I see so many. There are so few.
Oh, well, they're out there, awaiting their opportunity.
Arthur, it's been 10 years since Camelot has had a serious dread. No one dares go up against you.
How much do you remember from when my father, Uther, was king in Camelot?
Not much. I was little.
I never knew my father. Merlin took me away from him as a babe to prepare me for kingship.
Uther agreed to that?
They had some sort of deal. Merlin was a good mentor, the best I could have hoped for. He gave me more love and attention than a king ever could. And yet, when Uther died, I wasn't there. There was no king, and all Uther fought for vanished as soon as he died. If Merlin hadn't come up with his sword in the stone trick, the Saxons would have overrun Camelot.
What are you saying?
Camelot needs a king, and I won't live forever.
You're not that old.
No, but we've been together for 18 years. We both know that we won't have children.
We can pray.
Pray all you want, it won't make you any less barren.
Arthur!
What? Well, you know it's true.
Don't be angry with me for that.
Guinevere, I love you more than anything. For 18 years, you've been by my side. I denounced my children for our marriage. It's not your fault. Yet still, it is a problem.
What will we do about it?
Undenounce my children.
You can't.
It is the most straightforward option.
If you have any compassion for me in your heart, you will not.
We both knew of the children. What difference does it make if they're in Camelot?
Children, you got on my mother. To remind me every day how you.
Guinevere, I am sorry.
Oh, do what you must, Arthur. I have no part in them.
Merlin!
I think I've discovered what was missing from my cat transforming concoction. If I
Not
put a
now,
little bit...
Merlin.
Sire, you seem upset.
Have you kept your eyes on Lady Morgause and my children?
I have.
Find them. Bring them to Camelot.
Is that wise, sire?
I need an heir, Merlin, and I have 2 candidates right in my reach.
As you wish.
Shalom sing on blomen solen on Albion. Morgause, friend and sister, now rest your vengeful heart. I will give you some time with her.
Farewell, mother. May you find the peace you never found in life.
There will be no peace, not whilst Arthur lives.
What would that gain us? For 18 years, Mum wanted nothing more than vengeance upon him. It ate her up and consumed her. We should let it go.
Let it go. He defiled her. He tore down her world and home, and when she begged him for help, he denounced her, cast her out like a leper. Let that go.
Morgan, we have lost a mother. Do you want to spend the rest of your life destroying our father?
If we have to. And claiming our throne.
I don't want a throne.
What do you want?
I want Mum to live again. I want her to enjoy the years she was given instead of eating herself up over unfulfilled vengeance. I want a bedtime story rather than a sermon on Arthur's crimes.
I want justice.
Justice or vengeance?
Makes no difference.
I am tired of vengeance.
Did you love our mother?
I did. Which is why I don't want to have this conversation as I was saying goodbye to her.
I'm sorry.
There is someone here to see you.
Merlin, how long has it been? Good to see you.
6 years since my last visit. It's good to see you well and grown, Mordred.
Leave us.
And you too, Morgan. I'm sorry to hear about your mother.
Or I will turn you into a toad.
You will do no such thing. Merlin is our guest and friend, and whether you believe it or not, he cares about you.
Sure he does.
She has her mother's fire.
That she does. How fares her training?
I've never seen someone more talented. If she stays that angry, she could be a real problem for you.
Let's pray not.
What brings you here?
Arthur. He needs his children with him.
After all these years?
He cannot undo what he has done. He can only beg for forgiveness.
Mordred will give it. The poor boy is desperate to have a family. Morgan, though, I fear her anger runs too deep.
Arthur asked for both, but if I can only convince the boy, that will be enough.
Mordred, Morgan.
What is it?
Merlin wants to take you to Camelot.
Father wants to see us?
He wants more than that, Mordred. He wants to be your father. That is, if you want him for a father.
Nothing more.
Forget it.
Morgan.
You think I'll forgive him after what he did to my mother? Never. Come on, Mordred.
Morgan, I'm going.
My lady, shall we share some mead and stories?
Let's.
What are you talking about?
I want to see my father and our brothers and our sister.
As if they give a damn about us. You never even met them.
I will remedy that.
He banished us before we were even born.
I forgive him.
Pathetic.
I take it I can't convince you to join me.
I'd rather die.
Then we won't see each other for a while. Please let us not part in quarrel.
You really want this?
I do.
Then I wish you the best of luck, little brother.
Little. We are twins.
I beat you by 15 minutes. That makes you little.
Will you come?
Yes. Farewell, sister.
Well, brother.
Mordred, my son, welcome home.
Father?
Forgive me. I should have brought you back much sooner.
I forgive you.
Morgan, did she?
No.
Pity. I'd hoped.
Brother! We have a brother! Agravain! We have a little brother!
Half-brother.
Oh, sourpuss.
These are your half-brothers, Gawain the fool and Agravain the serious.
How is our mother? I haven't seen her in so long.
She passed away just a few weeks ago.
I see. Excuse me.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
And brother, are you a knight yet?
The Lady of the Lake has told me some things about chivalry, but I've had no formal training.
Time to change that. Lancelot?
Sir?
What say you to one more student in your class?
No formal training? They'll fit right in.
Excellent.
Little brother's gonna be a knight!
What was one more pupil to me? In truth, Mordred proved an excellent student, and though there were a few minor mishaps... Oh, ouch! Watch it!
Sorry, sir.
Minor mishaps, but it didn't take long before they were ready for their final trials. Final trials? 2 trials for our 3 soon-to-be knights. The king thinks you are ready. I think that's foolishness. Well, I know that drama may be too much, but drama is the tradition. Sir Percival, introduce the first trial.
A knight is a master of chivalry and good manners, able to navigate even the most awkward of social situations. For your first trial, you must bump into Sir Pellinor and defuse the situation without accepting a duel.
Impossible.
No, we will write etiquette.
Up to you to prove it, Galahad. You're up first.
What?
You heard him.
It's suicide!
Then it was nice knowing you.
Why, you little? A duel will teach you to watch your steps.
I pray for forgiveness, good Sir Pellinor. I did not wash my feet.
Not watch your feet? Then watch your sword instead.
Sword for sword, I am no match, good night. Therefore, accept my apology, and I shall be in debt.
Debt, eh? And how would you repay your debt?
Anything you request, sir.
Anything? Now this should be fun. Run along. I'll find you when I'm ready to collect.
Taking a chance on an unconditional favor to Pellinor, Tristan. Are you ready for a show, a different way to navigate this?
No.
Too bad.
Why, what? You two not watching your feet? This time I shall have my duel.
Stay your sword, please.
And why would I do that after your offence?
Because you wouldn't want your friends to find out about the innkeeper's daughter, would you?
I have a pleasant day.
You have to tell me about the innkeeper's daughter someday.
I promised him I'd keep quiet.
We shall see. Mordred, your turn.
On my...
All right, that's it. That's going to be your head.
Sir Pellinor, just the person I was looking for.
You always go bumping into people you were looking for.
Forgive me, I was in a hurry to tell you something important. Sir Percival's trial for the new knights involves them repeatedly bumping into you. I take it he hasn't discussed this with you.
He hasn't? Percival, you say? So, Percival, I heard it was you that had been disturbing my day.
Now, hold on now, Pellinor.
Shall we discuss this, as befits 2 knights?
Well done, little brother. Though I don't think Percival will be quick to forgive you.
An admirable job by all 3 of you. Now, for your second and final trial. Sir Balin, what did you have in mind?
You have proven the character of the knight. Now you must prove your skill. A knight is a mighty warrior by himself, but an order of knight is a team. For your final trial, you must combat me and Sir Balin.
Us 3 against you 2? Hardly seems fair.
Indeed, you 3 couldn't even take me on my own.
Prove your worth.
Don't just stand there, take him on! Oh, that looked like it hurt.
I don't think they're going to make it.
There's 3 of you! Work as a team!
Hey, no hints.
Want to make a bet on the outcome? I don't think they're gonna make it.
I never bet against Belen and Ballon.
Just you wait. These 3 are a tenacious lot.
Willing to bet on that?
Hell no. Team!
This ain't working. We need strategy.
I'm open to suggestions.
Tristan, you take Berlin. Galahad, you go at Balan. And then I can sneak round and...
All right, now you've done it.
I have seen enough.
Well, I haven't. This is fun.
Give us one more chance.
Get up.
We have another chance.
No. Because you passed the test. You understood that teamwork was key.
But we lost.
Everyone loses to those 2. Don't feel bad.
Does that mean we're knights?
Can someone call the king?
As if I wasn't watching. Neil. Arise. Sir Tristan, Knight of Camelot.
May both king and queen rely on you, Sir Tristan.
My sword is yours, my lady.
Arise. Sir Galahad, Knight of Camelot.
They may, as may everyone else.
Arise. Sir Mordred, Knight of Camelot. Please do not let your anger out on him. He's earned it.
Gwen, please. He is family.
May the king rely on you, Sir Mordred.
Now, be as equals, as knights of the Round Table. Camelot!
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 As my brothers in arms celebrated their 3 new comrades, I was on the verge of the biggest mistake of my life.
Lancelot hadn't seen you there.
What was that about with Mordred?
I do not want him here.
He is a good man, as fine a knight as any in Camelot.
I'm not saying it's his fault.
It is Arthur's.
My half-brother and stepson. It's sick.
It is politics.
Don't I know it? Well, it isn't politics, this. It's decency.
I know.
Do I deserve it for not giving him an heir?
No. And don't ever think that. You are kind and good and wise and all the qualities Camelot can ask for in a queen. You do not deserve to be mistreated. If Arthur can't see that, then he doesn't.
Why did you leave my father's service all those years ago?
To be a knight of the Round Table. What more glory can there be?
That is what you always say.
I almost believe it myself. In truth, I could not bear to see you go.
Well, I'm glad you stayed with me.
My lady, we can't.
I'm so sorry.
Don't be. It was good.
Do you think if not for...
Let us not deal in if, my lady. There lies only heartache.
Nice little brother. Who'd have thought? Little brother, our littler brother, is a knight.
And our big brother is drunk.
No. Bellinor is drunk. I am... What was I saying?
Perhaps ready for bed.
Maybe. I'm proud of you, Mordred.
Thank you, big brother.
Mordred, I wanted to ask you something.
What is it?
Our mother, her final years, how were they?
Agravain, are you sure you want to know?
Yes.
Her last years were dreadful. The lake where we lived was beautiful and peaceful, but Mother never saw any of it. She saw the castle from which she was banished and the crown from which she was robbed. When she looked at me and Morgan, she didn't see her children. She saw weapons that she could aim at Arthur's heart. From the day I was born, all she told me was how I was destined to destroy him.
I see. That must have been difficult for you.
Less so for Morgan. At least she had the Lady of the Lake giving her love and care. All I had was Morgause, but she should have moved past it. We could have been happy there. Instead, after 16 years, it became clear even to her that she was powerless to move against Arthur. It ate her up. She died 2 years later, the day before Merlin brought me to Camelot.
Why did you come?
To find what I missed.
Did you find it?
Yes, brother, I did.
Enjoy your rest, Sir Mordred. You have earned it.
Sir Mordred, Knight of Camelot.
Morgan! I suppose I don't have to ask you how you got in here.
I'm a sorceress. Wolves won't stop me.
Are you here just to congratulate me?
I am here to forge an alliance. Mother died because she never struck back against Arthur. I will not make the same mistake.
You won't find an alliance here. Mother died because she never struck... He inspires too much loyalty.
You know his sins. Come back from your foolish path. Together, we will avenge her.
No, Morgan. Vengeance is the foolish path. I won't let you harm Arthur or anyone in Camelot.
You choose him over me.
Don't make me do this. For the love I bear you, sister, I will let you go. But if you go after my family, you will be my enemy.
So be it. Will you find your king before I do?
Oh, damn you, Morgan.
Guinevere, I am sorry.
State it.
Are you going to stay mad at me forever?
I'm certainly not forgiving you over an unmeant apology.
I do mean it.
You said you were sorry before, then brought Mordred here anyway. Now you're sorry again.
I gave you my reasons.
You are bad at apologies.
Oh, you want to hear it? Fine. I am not sorry for bringing Mordred here. I'm not sorry for embracing him as my son. I'm not sorry for making sure Camelot has an heir.
Then what are you sorry for?
I'm sorry. I had no other choice.
You wish you were in a different situation.
Yes.
One in which I was not Baron.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, sure it isn't.
I'm sorry. I can't treat you like you deserve. I wish I could put you first, always.
Arthur. Oh, great! Now he's in our bedroom.
What on earth do you think you're doing here?
The sword, where is it?
Slow down, boy. Explain yourself.
Get the sword, he's coming to kill you.
Who?
Your daughter, get the sword.
What the hell is this?
I'm sorry, my lady. She can be here any moment now. She was just
Out of my way, Mordred.
You no harm.
I said, out of my way.
I won't let you bring.
So, he married you instead of our mother.
I loved her, like you.
And yet, you never came to find her.
How could I?
Don't worry. You won't have to watch him die. Well. Ah! That sword. What is it?
I will forgive you for this, for I have mistreated you. But if you ever dare harm my wife again, I swear, I will kill you.
May your queen rot like my mother. May you lose what she lost. Watch me burn Camelot to the ground. Watch her bleed to death. Watch all you ever loved perish in my flames. Only then will I allow you to die.
Mordred, thank you. It can't have been easy, taking up arms against your sister.
She went after my family.
I won't forget it, son. Now, will you fetch Merlin for me?
Right away.
Guinevere, are you all right?
Not all is all.
Attacked. In our own bedroom. You should have been safe.
It was. You were here.
I'll make her pay for this. Go see Gawain. You'll be safe there. Hey, I love you.
I love you too.
Well, remember my daughter?
Morgan, quite the spirited girl.
Spirited indeed. She tried to kill Guinevere. And me, presumably.
Oh, that's inconvenient. The lady taught her well.
Which is why I need you. I can't get through to Morgan. She hates me too much. But the lady might.
I wouldn't count on that.
I'm not. But it's worth a shot. She's my daughter. I have to at least try to resolve this peacefully.
I understand. I will do what I can. And what will you do?
I will summon King Lot. Morgan will no doubt seek out my enemies. If you fail, we will not.
You can't tell him about Mordred.
I won't. With luck, you won't even recognize him.
If he does, you must denounce him.
Merlin!
Morgan is an existential threat on her own. You can't have Lot fighting you as well.
Let us pray it will not come to that. Now, be on your way. Be careful. I will need you in the coming days.
I am always careful.
I mean it. Come back safe.
Rest now.
Can you save me?
No, but I can ease your passing. And for Lathangus, I shall carry your body to Avalon. You have my word.
Thank you, Lady Nimue.
Close your eyes now. Peckwell. Safe journey. Child? What brings you here? And hurt as well. What happened?
Have you not seen?
Contrary to what you believe, my eyes aren't always fixed on you. It seems a simple enough wound. Why haven't you healed it yourself?
I couldn't.
I see. You picked a fight with Arthur. Did it go well?
What do you think?
Sit down, child. You need care.
Arthur's sword. What is it?
Excalibur. It is the mightiest blade on this earth, made in the forges of the Fae. Not something your magic can overpower.
Can yours?
I'm a Fae. I stand a better chance. Good enough to heal you anyway. Sit still. Still?
Why did you ever give him it?
What makes you think I did?
Because of all Fae, you take the most interest in human affairs.
It is true. I gave it to him. I hold no grudge against Arthur, and it served my purpose.
What purpose?
To stem the tide of Christianity. Lot was slaughtering all pagans in his kingdom and hunting down my Fae kin. The Saxons would have done the same, with even more brutality. Arthur stopped that. All I had to do was give him that sword.
You are a fool.
Watch it, child. My patience for mortals knows its limits.
Stem the tide of Christianity by giving that sword to a Christian.
I knew he was Christian. Merlin and I had an arrangement. Arthur would defend the pagans of Albion.
Merlin lied. Look at Arthur. Do it now. Do you see a pagan?
I see no slaughter of my people.
And you also see prayers to the god of Rome. And he gets to wield a sword of Avalon. You should take it from him.
I shall speak with Merlin. He will explain himself. If he does not do so adequately, I will take the sword back.
That's all I ask for. Who is that?
Gleda. She was killed by a roving band of Saxons. They seem to have escaped Arthur's wrath. I eased her passing.
Why do you allow Saxons in your land?
My powers wane away from the lake. My hands are tired.
Mine aren't.
Morgan, you don't need to.
Oh, I do. If I want to challenge Arthur, I will need allies. These Saxons will do.
The Saxons aren't your allies. They will kill you as gladly as they'd kill me.
Oh, the only thing they will is bow before me.
Wait. This bath won't make you happy.
Spoils! Spoils! Who is it that makes you rich?
Ethelred! Yeah.
Protects you from Arthur!
Ethelred!
Who defends our faith?
Ethelred!
And who will wipe out the loathsome Fae? We have sought, and now we found Nimue, Lady of the Lake, the Witch of Avalon. It is said that she is the most human of the Fae, but she's still a Fae. She will die, and her riches will be ours. What's this now? I said to the leg! A Celtic girl walking into my camp. Which fool have I the honor and humour of addressing?
My name is Morgan, daughter of Morgause. You will know my name and face and learn to fear them.
I know your name, daughter of Morgause or daughter of Nimue. Either way, your future is clear! Men, kill her! What is this? I said kill her!
I am Morgan of the Fae, and you shall all bow before me. Now that you see the extent of my power, shall we start over? King Ethelred.
You have made an enemy for life! One day our blades will find you!
Oh, don't be foolish. Come here.
I shall not be commanded by none!
Our interests align. We could be friends.
I don't make friends with the likes of you!
Quilmean! Good to see you on your knees.
One day it'll be you!
Ethelred, my dear Ethelred, we want the same.
And what is that?
The death of Arthur.
Then do it yourself!
I need an army. You have one.
An army I've kept and won by avoiding Arthur. Stronger men than me have fought him before. All fell before Excalibur.
But you have something they didn't. You have felt my power. Use it, and you shall prevail.
A pretty story. What's in it for you?
Vengeance.
Ah, noble pursuit. Well, Morgan of the Fae. Maybe I would rather have you for an ally than an enemy.
Then we have a deal?
We do? Arthur will fall.
Arthur will fall.
But know this, once Camelot is mine, there will be no place for you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
You will try, and die trying.
I like this one.
My lady, as beautiful as always. My lady? Nimue. What is the matter?
Forsworn.
What's the matter?
Forsworn. I'm impressed, Merlin. For the longest time, you played me like a fool, a mortal outwitting a fae. Though you may not be the great enchanter people take you for, your true skills are far more mighty. But it ends now. Why, Merlin? Why betray me for this, Christian? Speak up. Right, Eerie.
That was odd.
Speak.
Speak of what? I would never betray you.
The sword, Merlin. Excalibur in exchange for a pagan king.
Oh, that. I thought you wouldn't
Well,
want
I
a
did.
pagan king.
Well, I did. He's a Christian, and I hear a devout one. You broke your promise.
I remember promising a Celtic king, and I delivered. It was you who said pagan.
Quilmanus. Don't play games with me, Merlin.
Point taken.
Make me understand, Merlin. The Christians want to burn our gods, desecrate our holy sites, exterminate me and my kin, and you give them the mightiest weapon in this world. Why?
Because we can't win, Nimue. The future of this land is Christian. Most will convert willingly, and the few that won't will be forced by the Saxons.
Wasn't your king supposed to stop the Saxons?
Now, but he won't be around forever. They will win in the end.
Since when can you see the future? That's beyond even me.
Since I have a functioning brain, there are too many Saxons. They need not even kill us. Acculturation will do the trick eventually.
So why bother?
We can go down in blood and fire or in peace. Arthur's triumph guaranteed the latter. No one's being persecuted, no one's being exterminated. We get to transition peacefully. It's the best our people can hope for.
Merlin, the man of many excuses.
Doesn't make me wrong. All I did is for our people.
So you believe? I shall burn you alive.
I have that effect on more people.
And yet I can't fault you. Somehow I still care for you too much.
So, can we move past this?
One condition. Return Excalibur to me.
I can't do that.
Merlin, I'm being more than generous to you.
Morgan is hell-bent on killing Arthur. That sword is the only thing that can match her. He'll die without it.
That's not my problem.
Please. He's like a son to me.
We had an agreement. You broke it. If I let him keep the sword, my Fakin will cast me out. I'll never be able to return to Avalon. I bear him no ill will, Merlin, but with the Saxon murdering every Fae they find, I like to keep an exit open.
They don't care about the sword, do they? They care about honouring the deal.
So they do, and there's no exception.
Then we shall honour the deal. I swore to you on my life, so that is what I offer.
You can't be serious.
Would that satisfy your brothers and sisters?
Yes.
Then my life belongs to you, my lady.
You will never be able to leave this place. Are you sure?
My lady, it was my decision to lie and to deceive. I alone can atone for that sin. If it means my life is forfeit, so be it.
Very well. The price has been paid. Arthur may keep his sword. As for you, Ecclesia Street. Your life is now mine, and you may never leave this lake.
At least the company's good.
I will regret this, won't I?
Before the end of today.
When Merlin did not return, we assumed Morgan had gotten to him somehow. Her unholy alliance with Ethelred did not stay a secret for long.
Lancelot, any news of Merlin?
Nothing, my king.
Oh, damn it, hell! What do we know about this Ethelred?
He led the Saxon survivors of Badon Hill out of Albion. He has been leading raids into neighboring kingdoms, mostly avoiding our attention. No longer, apparently.
A mistake he won't live to regret. Let us ride out now and give him another Badon Hill. Oh, but...
Well, he outnumbers
he
us.
outnumbers us, yes.
Knight of Camelot,
Camelot is worth 10 Saxons.
Right you are, but my father will arrive in Camelot shortly. Let us share in the fun and the glory.
What ails your dark mood, my king? We've dealt the Saxons before. We will again.
I merely worry about the innocent lives lost. Alas, such is war. Nothing we can do until Lot arrives. You are dismissed. Oh, that goes for you as well, Mordred.
You have fought wars before. That is not why your mood is dark.
War always darkens my mood. If the Saxons butcher my people, that's on me.
Father, I miss him too.
You knew him well.
Merlin came to visit us at the lake sometimes. He would always inquire after my well-being. The only one who cared.
Well, surely your mother and sister did.
My mother and sister cared about destroying you. As for Lady Nimue, she did her duty in raising me, but it was clear she cared far more for Morgan and her talents. All I ever wanted was a family that cared for me and loved me, but Merlin was the only one who ever did.
He had a knack for it. I never knew my father. Instead, I had Merlin. I'm sorry I could not be there for you. I should have been.
You're here now. That's what matters.
And I shall make up for lost time.
My king, our father has arrived.
Send in the knights. Let us welcome him. Mordred, fall in. Best not to call too much attention to yourself. King Lot, we welcome you to Camelot, though we wish it could have been in happier times.
Nonsense. It has been far too long since we have rode to war together. Where are my sons? Still not had enough of your king and his silly table?
It's round. I like it.
It is good to see you, father.
You should visit home soon. It would be good to have you. Lancelot! My god is missing you. What have you been up to?
I am ever in your service, keeping your children safe.
I'd rather you keep them out of trouble. And what's this? You got some new blood involved. You have a familiar look. What is your name? Have we met?
My name is Mordred. I can't say you look familiar, good King Lot. We have never met.
Maybe you've seen him at a tournament. The knights go there often. Come, let us discuss the coming battle.
It is the eyes! You don't live with a woman for 15 years and forget her eyes, even if she's a treacherous bunch!
Father, I beg you, do not speak of her that...
You are Morgos's child and not by me! I should kill you where you stand, boy!
I have done you no offense, my lord.
She said she was pregnant by you! And you denied it, and here's her son writhing into your court. You hold me for a fool, Arthur!
Lot, that's preposterous. Well, this
Father.
is senseless. Put down your sword. You'll die before you can take a swing.
My army is right outside your gate. If I die, may we ensure Camelot burns!
Father, please be sensible.
Silence!
You are mistaken, Lot. I never met Morgause until that day. Mordred is a very fine knight. He found his place at the Round Table, that's all.
Prove it.
On your knees.
My king.
I said on your knees.
My king, you can't. He is a knight.
Silence. A son of mine. Well, you are no son of mine. A fine knight you may be, but you remain the spawn of unholy adultery. Beg your lord for forgiveness for the wrongs you've done him.
I did him no wrongs.
Then beg for your mother's. She did many.
Lord, forgive my mother for her sins and the hurt she caused you. I beg you.
Is that enough? Or do you want him chained in the dungeon?
That would please me greatly.
Then it will be done.
What?
You can't.
Please.
Silence! Percival, escort Mordred to the dungeon.
Sire, yes, sire.
Please, don't.
I'm sorry, kid. This will be easier if you cooperate.
Don't. I did nothing wrong. Please, Arthur. Please, Arthur! Arthur!
Far too lenient. He deserves to be whipped.
No, he deserves nothing of the sort. Mordred is as fine a man and as fine a knight as any in Albion. He may be Morgause's son, but that was not his choice. He earned his place at the Round Table, as all my knights have.
Him being a fine man doesn't change.
I wasn't finished. You got your pound of flesh today, but if I ever hear you mentioning his parentage again, or if I even detect a hint of your ill will towards him, I swear I'll run you through and neither your threats nor your army will save you.
Point taken. I shall push Vishu no further.
Good. Then, let us ride together.
And so we rode to war. The plan was simple. Morgan was the Saxon ace, so she had to be eliminated. Lot and his army engaged the Saxon main force, whilst Arthur led us on a strike behind enemy lines to kill her.
I see a king for me to slay. To war!
They are running! After them!
Cowards!
Surrender now, or face your fate.
Preferably the latter.
Or perhaps I shall face your fates.
We were the finest knights in all the land. The Saxons never stood a chance.
Balin, Balan, you steal my glory.
It was easy. You're getting slow.
First battle, boys. What did you think?
Our knightly bond prevailed.
They be called a battle.
What on earth is that?
That's out of our league. Run!
We must help the king.
No, we must go out. No.
You already chained up your son. You may as well kill your daughter.
She's getting away.
Are you all right, Sam?
After her.
The pursuit turned out futile. Still, with Ethelred slain and the Saxon army scattered to the winds, the victory was decisive, though thoughts of Mordred in his dungeon dampened our celebrations. In the end, we concluded that we were all knights of Camelot. We were happy to lay down our lives for Camelot, and we would be willing to be chained up for Camelot. Lot was appeased, the Saxons defeated, Camelot saved. Any of us would have been happy to make that sacrifice. Of course, none of us actually got chained up in a dungeon. Mordred did. And unfortunately, he did not take it well. Poor boy. Poor Camelot.
What did I ever do to you? What did I do wrong? Father. I thought you had forgotten me.
The battle is won. Lot went home. You are free.
I hated missing you there, little brother.
Your sacrifice will not go without...
How could you do this? Your own son.
I'm sorry, Mordred. I wish it were different.
Do you? You saved your kingdom, slew your enemies. Another great victory for the great King Arthur. Well, as you were celebrating your triumph, I was down here, chained to the wall, in the dark, amongst the lowest Camelot has to offer. So forgive me for not singing your praises with the rest.
Mordred, you are speaking to your king!
Let him speak, Percival. He deserves it.
How could you?
I could not let Ethelred destroy our land. You must have seen. We needed Lot.
I've seen. More than that, I've heard. You are no son of mine, the spawn of unholy adultery. I want your love more than anything.
I do love you. You're my son.
Until it's no longer convenient to you. You chained me to the wall like a beast. You don't love me, you're ashamed of me. You were perfectly happy to leave me out of your life at the lake until you needed an heir. And as soon as I became inconvenient, you threw me in the dungeon. You have no son, just a bastard that is best hidden in a dark pit where no one can find him.
Mordred.
Save it!
Could we really expect him to take it well?
I suppose I hoped.
Do not worry, sire. He will come around once he's cooled off. He's a knight as loyal as any in Camelot. He will see it was necessary.
I know.
Sire, let me talk to him. He is my brother.
Take Tristan and Galahad. He trained and took his trials with them. They're close.
That is wisdom. Go. And to our business. How goes the search for Morgan?
She comes and goes, stirs out trouble, then disappears.
She won't try to challenge you directly again.
Even so, we can't allow her to terrorize our kingdom.
We need to hunt her down. A small team, so as not to spook her.
Who do you propose?
Balin and Balan. No one can stand against those two together.
Plus, they'll be happy to do some adventuring, called their reward for slaying Ethelred.
Excellent. They're the best we have. If anyone can deal with Morgan, it's them.
I should have known! I knew what Arthur did. I knew the man he is. I have known since the day I was born. I knew what he did to my mother, what he did to me and Morgan, all in the name of Camelot. I forgave him. I left my sister and betrayed my mother to forgive him. And he spat in my face. In the name of Camelot. Mother, if you can hear me, forgive me. You were right. You were right all this time.
How is our loving father?
No step closer.
Do not worry. I am not here in search of carnage, for once.
Why are you here?
I heard your cries and your pain. I was worried about my little brother.
Were you worried when I was locked up? You want something from me.
I merely think we want the same.
I told you last time.
I heard your cry out for our mother. Don't tell me you haven't reconsidered.
Arthur was wrong for what he did to us and our mother. I was wrong for choosing him over my sister. But he is still our father.
Father who betrayed his family.
And still our father. Besides, he's far too strong. We could never bring him down.
Never. With only a band of lousy Saxons, I nearly burnt Camelot to the ground.
Nearly. Your magic was useless before Excalibur, and your army was equally outmatched by the Knights of the Round Table.
Lost. I admit it. But I also learned Arthur is as strong as his friends and allies. If we kill them, he is weak.
You ask me not only to betray my father, but my comrades in arms.
Such loyalty to knights that did nothing when Arthur chained you up in a dungeon.
That's not...
You asked our mother for forgiveness. If you want it, you have to make amends, no matter how hard it is.
If we do this, we have to remember why. Arthur betrayed his family. We cannot do the same. We have 2 brothers and a sister here. We cannot harm them.
They're as fiercely loyal to Arthur as any of the knights. You can't be serious.
Miss Morgan, they are not to be touched. Swear it.
Fine. I shall not harm them. Arthur has plenty of other knights. What of them? Your comrades in arms.
Acceptable losses. You'll fight them from the outside. I'll break them from within.
It is good to be together again. I never gave up on you. Mother would be proud.
I'm glad as well. Where do we start?
Dear Gawain is coming with 2 pups. I'll go and kill them right now.
Oh.
Don't worry. I'll only maim your brother, the other 2, though. You said.
They are my comrades. Acceptable losses, but losses nonetheless. They are young and inexperienced. We may well bring Arthur down without harming them.
We can't afford to be weak.
If it comes to it, they'll die, but not today. Who gave you the most trouble in the battle?
There were 2 knights. They slew Ethelred and killed more than any other.
The twins, Balin and Balan. No one can stand before the 2 together. They're Arthur's greatest fighters.
Start with them. I'll go kill them right now. Where are the chambers?
Best not. You've tried brute force against Camelot before, and it has never worked for you. Secrecy is our ally. Leave Camelot. I will contact you.
As you wish, little brother.
Hurry, I can hear someone coming.
Mordred, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm all right.
Are you sure? You seem shaken.
I am very angry.
Of course you are. It would be unnatural not to be.
We all missed you.
Family is difficult, little brother. That's a load we share.
Your father never locked you up.
Doubtless he wanted to, many times. But he did send me, Aggie, and Gwen away to serve a strange king. He did cast out our mother.
Do you think what he did was just?
I don't know. She betrayed the laws of his rule and the sanctity of their marriage. She tore our family apart. She was my mother. I loved her and I miss her. And I wish she was still with us. As I said, family is complicated. Arthur had an impossible choice and tried to make the best of it. I don't know if he made the right decision, but it's not in our power to reverse it. However, it is in our power to forgive him.
Don't worry, brother. I understand.
You are a good and wise man, Mordred. I am proud of you. Now, I'll leave you to your friend's mindless chatter.
Mindless?
Oh, please, you can't.
Yes, I can.
So, remember Lancelot's letters in battlefield combat? The Saxons run away much faster than he told us.
By the end of the pursuit, I was so exhausted. You really didn't miss a thing.
Mordred had us all fooled. Turning against Arthur was unimaginable to us. Blind as we were, we did not see how deep Mordred's hurt was. We could have, and we should have, and everyone would have lived. Mordred told us he needed some time to clear his head and recover, and left to find nightly quests in the countryside. Instead, he sought Balin and Balan, who were looking for Morgan, and he would find them.
It's hopeless. We have been searching for weeks now, and with no trace of the witch.
Patience, brother. She was in this area not 2 days ago. We're bound to find someone who has seen her.
I just hope we find something to eat.
That too. In the meantime, if we do find her, we need a plan.
Draw swords, cut her head off, return to Camelot in glory.
No. If we take her head on, she might turn us into a frog or something. And unlike Merlin, she will actually succeed. Best to keep our distance and wait for the opportune time to strike.
Boring.
Being a frog is boring. Can you imagine? Just hopping around, looking at a fly all days.
Yeah, those do sound disgusting. But at least we won't have to deal with Pelinor's eating habits.
There's that. Then I suppose our mission is a win-win situation.
Who is that? Nobles, by the look of you.
You look like trouble. I love trouble.
Balan, no.
Come on, we can easily take him.
That is not the point. What is your business, sir?
Our business? What matters is your business.
We are knights of Camelot, and you will answer us.
Knights, here!
Don't allow them to leave.
No, you can't. On guard!
Yeah! Hey, bring it on!
Finally, we're getting somewhere.
We are literally nothing closer to finding Morgan.
But we found some action.
Oh, I thank you, good knights. I am in your debt.
Don't worry, we are here to help. What did they want from you? Forgive me, but you don't like US gold that they were trying to steal.
I do not, that scum has been ransacking my farm. They felt free to do that ever since the night has been occupied with the witch. I finally got fed up and tried to flee to inform the king of my plight, but they caught up with me. They didn't like their slave labor walking off.
So, are there any more of them?
Many, and I fear I can't make it to Camelot before they catch me. Good sir knights, can you not help me?
Of course we can.
Balan, we have a mission. I feel for the man, but every day Morgan walks free, more men like him suffer. I'm really sorry, good man. We will dispatch word to Camelot. Help will come eventually, but it may be a few weeks.
I don't have a few weeks.
I am really sorry. This is all we can do.
You hear it too, right?
Bloody Lancelot in my head. Our first duty must always be to protect those weaker than us. Then let us split up. You'll help the poor man out. I'll continue to the hunt for Morgan.
Thank you, brother. Best of luck.
You too. And be careful. I know how reckless you get when I'm not around.
Reckless? Me? Never. So, good sir, I will help you.
Oh, praise the gods! Thank you, good sir knight.
Okay, easy, easy. This band of thugs, how many are there?
About 7, I would think.
Okay, so we killed 4, that leaves 3, correct? Well, they're all as pathetic as that bunch we just killed. I can take 3.
But their leader, he is a knight.
A knight? Which one? I know many knights, and none would terrorize innocent farmers.
He is a knight, or claims to be. I do not know his name, but he is a terror with a blade, and he carries a large blue shield.
No, does not ring a bell. Well, if he's as terrifying as you claim, I better armor up.
Sir Knight, if you go to fight him, I have something for you.
No need for payment. As a knight, it's my duty to protect those weaker than me. Besides, I could do with an old-fashioned knight's quest. It's been too long.
This is not payment. This shield has been in my family for a long time. It is said it bears a powerful enchantment that a true knight wearing it will vanquish all his foes.
Seems like an old wife tale, but it looks like a fine shield. I will wield it with honor. So, when I agree to help you, you thank the gods. Gods, plural. Are you a pagan?
I am. One of the few left. Most of my family followed our king's example and became Christians, but I remember the ways of our ancestors.
It's good there's some who do. I myself, I was born and raised a pagan. It was more common back then.
Are you still?
Maybe my heart. When Arthur was baptized, most of the knights followed. I tried to stay true to my father's gods. Doing that with serving a Christian king, it proved too hard. I converted a year later. But I'm glad I can help someone who still holds to the old ways. Now, where's the hideout of this blue knight?
Leaving Balan on an adventure of his own. What was I thinking? That man is rash, impetuous, and just refused to use that perfectly good brain God gave him. I can count how often I kept him out of trouble. Then again, I also can count how often he kept me out of trouble. If there's one person I always could count on, it was Balan. There's no braver, more loyal, or kind-hearted man in the world. Well, kind-hearted to his friends and to the innocent. You do not want to be Balan's enemy. And honestly, if he chooses to use his head, he is damn smart. Maybe he can take care of himself. I shouldn't worry too much. What I should do is find myself a witch.
Sir! Sir! Are you a knight?
I'm Sir Balan of Camelot. Please, fair lady, calm down. What is the matter?
Please, sir. Balin, I need your help. I have no one to turn to.
Don't worry. It's going to be all right. What is it? Tell me. I'm sure I can help.
Oh, thank you. Good night. I am not used to being treated with kindness.
My lady, how could any man treat you any differently?
But they do. Please, he is going to hurt me.
I won't let anyone hurt you. But you have to tell me what's going on.
Oh, he came in the dark. He seemed like a knight with a bright red shield. But he was no knight. He killed my father and my mother and my brother. He took me, held me prisoner, and every night I can't describe the cruelty he unleashes on me. I escaped, but he will find me and he'll hurt me.
It's over. He'll never hurt you again, I promise you. I shall bring him 1,000 deaths, and 1,000 more for what he did to you.
Oh, you can't. He'll kill you.
A knight of Camelot does not die easy, especially one well harmed. I'll make you safe, my lady. Never fear.
Thank you, good sir. You truly are a paragon of knighthood.
I do my best, my lady. What is that?
Oh, it's my father's shield. I bought it for anyone who could help me. It's the finest shield in the region.
I shall carry your father's shield while I avenge him. Where is this accursed red knight?
Oh, God save us! There he is!
I think you've slain me, strange knight.
I know your voice.
I know yours.
Brother? How?
I'm sorry, Balin.
No, you can't die. I can't kill you. I'm supposed to look out for you. Brother! No, don't. I'll swiftly join you. See you soon, brother.
They slew each other! This worked even better than anticipated, and all I had to do was play a fair maiden in distress. Knights are so predictable.
I won't ask your forgiveness. I know I don't deserve it. But I hope you find peace.
Oh, don't be sour, Mordred. We did a great thing today.
They deserved better.
Don't tell me you're having second thoughts.
I am not, but I won't celebrate the deaths of two great knights.
Have it your way. I doubt just killing two knights is enough to bring Arthur down, though. Any plans for who to target next?
I do. Our next target is Lancelot.
Mordred swiftly returned from his quest with a grave story of how Balin and Balan seemingly killed each other. What happened next? We all played our part in the downfall of Camelot. This is mine.
Balin and Balin gone. I can't believe it.
They always seemed so untouchable.
Someone will pay for this.
Are you sure Morgan was not involved?
When I got there, they had been dead for a couple days already, so I can't know anything for sure. They seem to have killed each other, and that is what the villagers told me.
With respect, sire, that makes no sense. They would never hurt each other.
My heart does not believe it, though my eyes saw it.
Maybe your eyes deceived you, Sir Mordred.
Guinevere, please.
We're speaking of a powerful witch. Not all may be as it seems, and let's not forget that Mordred is her brother.
My queen, any love and loyalty I may have had towards her vanished when she took up arms against Camelot.
Mordred is as loyal as any knight in Camelot. Yet, Guinevere is not wrong, or may not be as it seems. This matter warrants our investigation.
Sire, Balin and Ballad were my oldest comrades. Nothing would bring me greater pleasure than to get justice for them.
I should go as well. I've been with them as long as Percival, and he can't hold a sword if his life depends on it.
And me go as well, sire.
And me.
Enough! This matter is of the utmost importance, and the road has proved dangerous for our fallen friends. We shall all go, to get to the bottom of this.
Yeah! Hey!
Round table, you are dismissed. Go prepare. Lancelot.
Yes.
Stay, please.
What is it, sire?
Why are you here, Lancelot?
You asked me to stay?
18 years ago, when Lot and I rode to war for the first time, you joined the Knights of the Round Table. Why? Why leave Lot?
There was nothing left for me with Lot.
You were that fond of Gawain and Agravain?
Not only them, I did not lie to him. That I could never do. This man, this king. I might have come to Camelot for Guinevere, but I stayed for Arthur. He was just and fierce and kind and wise. He made mistakes, as all humans do, but he always tried to do better. He may not have had all the answers, but he was the finest king I ever saw. I loved him, as I loved Guinevere. Should I have told him? Perhaps, but these were thoughts unbecoming of Lancelot, greatest and most noble of all knights. He thought that of me, and nothing brought me greater pride. I'd have done anything for him, but to tell him his great champion was merely a man after all, to let him down, is something I could never do. I was fond of you. You inspired me more than Lot ever did.
I'm lucky to have had you. You are a good man and a good knight.
Thank you, sire.
Which is why I trust you to oversee the kingdom in my absence. I'm appointing you regent while I'm away.
Sire, I cannot.
I'm sure you can. You've been watching me do it for 18 years.
What about Guinevere? She's the queen.
And she's excellent, which is why you two should work closely together. And you better heed her advice. But Guinevere is no knight. For all her many qualities, her name does not strike fear into the hearts of Saxon invaders. Yours does. I do not want to risk an invasion behind my back.
Sire, you already have someone, a knight, who can rightfully be your regent. Make Mordred your regent. He is your son and heir. It is to be expected. You've denounced him once already. Don't do it again. He loves you.
I know. Or perhaps I should. But if I did that, Lot will know I've been lying all these years. I can't risk that. God, I wish Merlin was here. He'd know what to do.
I'm sorry.
Mordred will stay with you to watch and learn, and Agravain will keep him company and advise you.
Fine, sire.
That is my decision. I shall tell Agravain and Mordred that they shall not join in the investigation.
Guinevere.
Lancelot.
My lady, you heard? I take it?
I did. I think Arthur could not have made a better choice to look after the kingdom.
Oh. We'll be seeing a lot of each other.
Is that so bad?
Of course not. It just...
I'm sure you'll be a perfect knight.
Do you not want me to be?
Well, I do, but... Can I trust you with something, Lancelot?
I am at your service, my lady.
Arthur has been distant lately.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Is it still about Mordred? I thought you made your peace with it.
Well, I thought I did. I really try. I know that Arthur does not mean it as an insult to me, that he's trying the best of what he has, but I know, but...
But it still hurts?
Yes.
I'm not the right person to talk to this about.
Well, like I can talk to anyone else, Lancelot. Arthur's the king, I'm the queen. We can't afford gossip. I don't trust anyone but you. You've been with me since I was a little girl, and you've stayed in Camelot all those years to protect me.
Guinevere, I love you. And when I kissed you, I'd never been happier. But Arthur is the king, and furthermore, he is my friend. This is a dream that could never be.
I'm not asking you for that.
I know! I know. But I can't stop thinking about it. And I really do not want to think about it. And I can't deal with this right now. I have sword oil that needs oil and swords. Excuse me, my lady.
Lancelot.
Interesting.
What business did you have for us, Agravain?
There has been an issue with the taxes coming in from Mercia.
Are you sure you want me to weigh in on this?
You are the regent.
What is this issue?
The Lord of Mercia claims the harvest has been disappointing. Saxon raids further damage their supplies. They barely have enough to feed themselves, let alone pay taxes for Camelot.
Saxons in Mercia.
He claims.
They'll starve if we demand the usual tax?
He claims.
Do you doubt his claim?
It is not my place, but yes. How should we proceed?
Mordred, pay attention. This is how you resolve a difficult dilemma. Guinevere, what do you make of this?
This lord has a history of trying to weasel his way out of taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Still, we don't want to cause a famine. Agravain, you mentioned the Saxons. The
supposedly remnants of Ethelred's army that fled north after the battle.
Brother, you were there when Arthur defeated Ethelred. Did they flee north?
Unlikely. We fell upon them from the north. They fled east.
Is it possible anyone fled north?
Not unless they fled through our army.
Our dear lord is lying. I advise you demand the tax, Lancelot.
As you...
You heard the queen? Send word to Mercia that Camelot awaits its regular tax.
As you command, Regent.
See, Mordred? Just listen to the queen, and everything will resolve itself. If that concludes our business of state, I'll be off. My sword arm aches for practice.
My lady, I was wondering if we could talk.
Yes, there is absolutely nothing I would rather do right now.
I know you do not like me, that you hate me being here.
Oh, those feelings are hardly proper.
But they are justified. My lady, you are my sister.
Ah, sister.
Just so. At any rate, I want us to be on good terms for our mother's sake.
I love my mother. I know I should extend that love to you, but I cannot.
I know. It can't be easy for you to look at me.
It is not.
I am sorry, my lady. Arthur should not have put you in this position. I can't help but be grateful that he chose me over you, but...
He chose Camelot over me.
Of course. He always does. But it's not easy.
Well, suppose you should know about that, yes.
I do. Whether it's you or me, Camelot is always first. Still, I would wish you a marriage free from that responsibility.
I would wish you a father free from that responsibility, Mordred.
Yet Arthur is my only father and your only lover. I suppose we could do worse than him. Thank you for your time, my lady.
Thank you. Sir Mordred. Brother.
Sister.
Bad faults, Guinevere. Bad faults. What are you, a silly little girl in love with a dashing knight? Oh my goodness, I hope not. Well, I am in love with a dashing knight. He's a very good kisser. No, I shouldn't be thinking that. Oh, we both know it's a horrible idea, and
Wow, look what I have here.
Morgan.
Arthur cast my mother out to marry you.
She was my mother too. I loved her.
Oh, of course. Did you stand up for her when Lot cast her out? When Arthur cast her out right in front of your eyes?
Couldn't.
Yes, you could. But you wanted to be queen.
That's not fair.
Poor princess. I think I'm gonna make Arthur watch as I rip the skin from your bones forever.
Ah!
Accursed knight! You're no much match for me!
Ah! Don't just stand there! After her! Guinevere, are you alright?
I'm fine, thanks to you.
I came to Camelot to keep you safe, and I always will. If you were gone, I... I can't deny it. We both wanted it. After we crossed that threshold, we didn't want to go back. During the day, I took Arthur's place on the throne. During the night, I took his place in the bedroom. We had a happy few weeks before Arthur returned. We pretended like nothing had happened. When no one was watching, that is. When we were alone, we stole as many moments as we could. We enjoyed it too. Until it all came crashing down. It began that fateful day on the training grounds. Are we overtraining them? There's no one in the world as good as our knights.
And we want to keep it that way. We can't all be as lazy as you, Lancy.
Lazy? Me? Ha!
Everyone is hard at work training except you.
I am overseeing. Besides, I'm training just as hard as you.
Oh, you should be training harder than me. Otherwise, you'll never catch up.
Catch up! You have never beaten me in a match.
Until today. You ready to go?
Oh, I'll show you, you scoundrel! Ha!
Ah! Oh, you little rascal!
This is your fault.
My fault? You should have distracted him. Like I said.
Just run, you idiot.
Maybe not today. You'd better go interfere before Pelennor cuts their heads off.
Why don't you do it?
Because Pelennor terrifies me? You go. That's an order. Watch your footing. Stay grounded, that way you don't lose your balance.
Thank you, Lancelot.
Keep an eye on him, Agravain, but don't go too hard on him.
Too hard? I'm barely a match for him. It won't be long before he can get the better of any of us.
Then Camelot's knighthood has a bright future. Keep up the good work.
Are you in for a bout?
I think I've had enough. Agravain, can I talk to you about something?
Of course, brother. What is it?
It is about Sir Lancelot. It is delicate.
Delicate? Are you sure this is about Lancelot?
Have you seen him around the Queen recently? He is very familiar with her. I do not think it is appropriate.
Don't worry about that. They go way back. Lancelot was a knight of my father. He and Guinevere grew up together. They are longtime friends, nothing more than that.
I hoped so. I really did.
You weren't asking my opinion. You already know there is something more? Moderate, what did you see?
I could have been wrong.
What did you see?
It was when Arthur was away. I saw Lancelot slipping into the Queen's chambers. I didn't want to pry, but I thought it odd. I listened in, and what I heard...
Are you certain of this?
Yes.
Why did you come to me? Why not the king?
Accuse the Queen and the King's favourite, based on nothing but my word. Agravain, I need you to back me up.
That would destroy them, as it did our mother. You can't do that, not to my sister, not to Lancelot.
So we keep it a secret.
It will come out. It always does. Curse you two, why did you have to do that? We can't keep it secret. It will get out of hand and the consequences may be too severe. It is better for both of them if we end this quickly. Are you absolutely sure?
I am, brother.
Then I believe you. I will back you up. We should go quickly.
Where are you off to? Dashing knight.
I just finished training. Now I'm off to Mass to cleanse me of my sins. God knows I have many. You should go too.
No, there is still time before Mass.
Are you suggesting?
Of course, you idiot.
Oh, that would be a whole new level of improper.
Think about it. If we do it before Mass, we'll have to ask God for forgiveness all over again. If we actually manage to get it done right now, we can get it done in one go. It's efficient.
Good point.
Did not want to believe it.
Arthur, I...
Silence! Guinevere. Why?
Arthur,
I loved and trusted you above anyone else in this world. I know it hasn't been easy as of late, but this... How could you do this?
He loves me more than he loves Camelot.
Camelot is your home too.
I know.
Well, Lancelot, anything to say for yourself.
Sire, I have no excuse.
I see. I always thought you were the perfect knight, Lancelot. I was wrong. This cannot stay without punishment.
Sire, I beg of you, do not judge Guinevere harshly. The punishment should be mine and mine alone.
Did he take you against your will? And then the fault is both of yours. Percival, take them to the dungeons. Both of them. I will decide tomorrow.
No.
Lancelot, don't be a fool. You're good, but you can't beat all of us.
The punishment for adultery is death. I can't let you do that to Guinevere.
The punishment for adultery is whatever I judge it to be. Now put down the sword, fool. Please.
Lancelot, please don't.
I can't take that chance. Ah!
Don't let them get away! Pellinor. Forgive me, old friend.
What are your orders, sire?
I wanted to be lenient, Percival.
What they did was wrong.
I know that, but I need them. If we'd have kept it quiet, or blamed it on Morgan, we could have said she enchanted them. We could have done that. Moved past this.
You would never have been able to trust them again.
But they'd still be here. God. Merlin, where are you?
You are the king and you have reigned for 18 years with wisdom and justice. Whatever your decision is, I'm sure it'll be the right one.
Send word throughout the kingdom. From this day on, Sir Lancelot is an enemy of Camelot. I want him dead, not alive.
And what of Guinevere?
Well, Lancelot abducted her. I would have her rescued.
Sire, that is not true.
And no one has to know. Make it happen. And see that Pellinor has a proper burial.
As you command, my king.
We fled. So we could do. Fortunately, We traveled faster than Percival's messengers. Within a couple of days, we managed to find passage on a ship to Gaul. There, we found refuge in the castle of a local lord, who was all too thrilled to have the fabled Sir Lancelot in his service. Arthur would not let us rest, though. He prepared an expedition into Gaul, and so he went to find a more reliable regent. He found one much less reliable instead.
Mordred, I need to speak with you.
What is it, sire?
I owe you an apology. I have mistreated you.
You got that right.
I deserve that. You're my son. And yet I cast you out before you were even born. I asked for forgiveness for that, but made no effort to make amends. I imprisoned you. As soon as it became convenient to do so, I have used and abused you for my own ends, while all you wanted was my love and acceptance. And still, you remain faithful and true to me. I don't deserve it.
Father, you did what you had to. For Camelot.
I did what I had to, for me. You're my son, and I should have treated you as such. I should have embraced and loved you, not hidden you out of my shame. I won't ask your forgiveness again, but I promise it will never again be so. You will not join me in Gaul.
That's an odd way of embracing me as your son.
You will not join me in Gaul because I'm appointing you regent. I will send word out far and wide acknowledging you as my son, the Prince of Camelot.
Lot won't like that.
Lot be damned. If he makes a problem out of you, I'll burn down his hall. You're my son. I shall no longer let Lot tell me otherwise.
Father, I thank you.
You won't have to face this task alone. I'll leave Agravain, Tristan, and Galahad with you. Rely on them.
Won't you need them in Gaul?
Well, Lancelot is one man, and I have Gawain, Percival, and Excalibur. You'll need them more. I'm proud of you, son, and I love you.
Well, well, well. Regent. This works to our advantage.
Isn't this what I wanted?
It is. This is a perfect opportunity to strike him down. We are almost there, brother.
We should call it off.
Are you crazy? Don't tell me you're having second thoughts.
It is wrong. We said we wouldn't hurt our family, yet our sister's banished and her life is ruined.
She's alive.
That's what we said when we thought this whole thing up. But so was our mother. Destroying Arthur, it can't be worth it.
Mordred! My dear brother, I see what this is about. You think that because Arthur has acknowledged you as his son and regent, it means he now loves you. His dear little prince. How naive you are. Arthur's list of allies grows thin. He lost 4 of his best knights and his queen. He is desperate, not sorry.
He is. He tries to make amends.
Remember, when he needed an heir, and he sent his little pet to the lake with his little speech about how he wanted to be your father and how sorry he was. He chained you up as a beast. I'm sure he told Mother how much he loved and cared for her when he defiled her, how sorry he must have felt when he rejected her and condemned her to a life at the lake. He fooled Mother, he fooled you, and he's fooling you again!
3 good knights have already died for this. Lancelot is ruined. Our sister suffers the same fate our mother did. If we continue, more good men will die, more good people will have their life ruined. But if we forgive him, no one else gets hurt.
That's your weakness speaking, not your kind heart. Ruined Mother, he ruined you, and he ruined me. If he's allowed to live, he will ruin many more. Your friends have died and suffered. You would have them die in vain. Arthur must fall.
But
His kind, loving pose is an act, Mordred. He is filth, and he thinks he can fool you into thinking he's something more. Do not be a fool.
I won't be a fool.
I knew you'd pull through. We're almost at an end. Arthur is in Gaul. You are regent. Our powerful neighbour King Lot is very, very angry with Arthur for losing his daughter and for cuckolding him and lying about it for 18 years. If we ally with him, we can seize the throne of Camelot.
Don't forget he's equally angry with us.
Oh, he will see reason. You are not to blame for your birth. Arthur is. He will grumble about it. But you have a common enemy.
And after we seize the throne of Camelot,
I imagine Arthur will come running back, and then we will fight and kill him. His knight force is decimated. We will win.
don't forget Excalibur.
Oh, if he is using it to fend off me, he can't use it against the rest of us.
Oh, you have it all thought out.
You were brilliant in getting us here. Now allow me to pull through. Send word to Lot. I'll go to Gaul and cause mayhem in Arthur's expedition.
Be careful. And don't touch Gawain.
Oh, whatever.
I see him coming in the distance.
We can still make a run for it.
Perhaps we can talk him out of it. And here we have a castle wall to hide behind, if we can't.
Until he takes the wall.
Until he takes the wall.
And then he kills us both. So, let's run.
It is of no use. He'll chase us to the ends of the earth. We can leap into the depths of hell, and he'll leap after us.
Well, he can't be away from Camelot indefinitely. He has responsibilities, which he has made very clear. He values those above me.
He has found a regent he trusts to permanently rule Camelot in his absence. Ironic, really. When he appointed me regent, I told him to pick Mordred instead. Now that he's coming to kill me, he's taken my advice.
Well, seems like you can congratulate him on that. Here he comes.
Stop running, Lancelot.
There was no point, but I do want to talk.
I think we are beyond talking.
I have wronged you, and I offer no defense. I only beg for mercy, not for me, but for Guinevere.
Lancelot, no. Arthur, the fault was both of ours, but don't take Lancelot, please.
Oh!
I love him. You need him.
Enough. Right now, everyone believes Lancelot kidnapped you. If you surrender to me now, I will preserve that lie. Lancelot will stand trial, but you will not be harmed.
Guinevere is safe?
You have my word.
Take this deal, Lancey. Please, I don't want to fight you. And Arthur will be merciful. Yes, you will be punished, but you won't be killed. In time, we will forgive you. And Gwen, you will live. Please.
On these conditions, I will...
No. We fled together because you did not want to risk my life in a trial. I am not risking yours in one.
Guinevere.
If you want our surrender, Arthur, settle on a punishment right now. We will not chance ourselves on your mercy.
That I will not do. Lancelot is an enemy of Camelot, and none will ever think an enemy of Camelot goes unpunished. He will be publicly tried and punished, or he will die.
Then our negotiations are concluded.
No!
I'm sorry, Gawain.
Guinevere, we cannot.
Don't risk my life. I don't risk yours. We both live, or we both die.
So be it. I will take your castle, and neither of you should expect any mercy.
Sire, shall I set up the blockades at the entrance points, starve them out?
Don't bother. Construct siege engines. We'll take the castle by storm.
Of course, sire.
We won't actually have to storm the castle, right? They'll surrender before then.
You have qualms about fighting Lancelot and Guinevere?
No, but... Yes, of course I do. She's my sister, and he's my best friend.
So was he to me. We can only pray they'll see reason before the end. Who's the kid?
Oh, this is Bedivere, sire. He was following us around as we rode through Gaul, so I took him as my squire. I think he has potential.
Bedivere, I see. Well, our ranks are running thin. It's good that we're training new blood. And why do you want to become a knight, son?
The knightly virtue. There are no better people than knights.
So we believed. I am not so sure of late. Lancelot was the greatest knight I ever knew, yet he forsook loyalty and friendship. And what for? For love. Yet, love is one of our virtues too. Is it not so, Gawain?
Sire, I don't think you should be talking to the squires like this. It's confusing for them.
I'm asking you.
It's confusing for me too.
Would it were not so, Gawain. Would it were not so.
Lord Regent, King Lot has arrived in Camelot.
Thank you, Agravain. Send him in.
My lord, Modred, can I speak freely?
Go ahead.
This is most unwise. Ever since you took over as regent, Lot has been furious. He has refused all your envoys and has ceased his involvement in our campaigns against Saxon bandits. He has broken with Camelot, and it is because of you. Now he is standing before our gates with an army. We should not let him in.
Let him in, but don't let him take his army with him. If he tries anything, he can't take our walls. He lacks the strength. I would make my peace with him.
As you command, Regent.
There he is, the bastard prince of Camelot. How can you stand with him, Agravain?
He's a good man, and he's not to blame for what happened between you and Mother.
Perhaps he is not, but you, precious king, is.
I will not betray Arthur.
Sir Agravain, leave us. This is best discussed in private.
My lord, is that wise?
I know what I'm doing, brother.
As you wish.
I welcome you, King Lot.
Oh, cut the pleasantries at Duchess Poe, and give me a good reason not to slit your throat.
Oh, there are numerous guards outside our chambers. You will never escape Camelot alive. Gawain will succeed you, and, loyal as he is, will compensate Arthur in every way imaginable, and Lothian will become merely a province of Camelot. Maybe it's worth it for vengeance, but you don't really want vengeance on me, do you, Lot?
Oh, I do, boy.
You're angry, Lot, that is clear to see. But it is not with me. Arthur slept with your wife. then had the audacity to marry your daughter and adopt me. He lied to you for 18 years, claiming he had never met your wife, kept your sons hostage, turning them against you, and then he got your daughter kidnapped for good measure. You have every right to be angry.
Why are you saying this?
Because I am angry too. Together we are stronger than he is.
Is this some sort of trick? You're his son, his heir and regent, and you say you want to betray him?
Arthur took your wife, ripped your family apart. But he took my mother and drove a wedge between me and my sister. I have reconciled with her. Now I will reconcile Arthur with his sins.
You are a product of treachery and adultery. You are turning on your father and king. I'd be a fool to trust you.
If you don't trust me, trust vengeance. We want the same.
Maybe. Or you trying to provoke me so you have cause to put me down?
Fair enough. As a token of my good faith, I will open the gates of Camelot for your army. It will be yours for the taking.
If I take Camelot, what do I need you for?
Arthur has your son. Very soon I expect he will have your daughter as well. But he has no leverage against me. Help me consolidate control over Camelot and I can stand against Arthur like you never could.
You have a deal, mongrel.
You are speaking to the King of Camelot. From now on you shall address me as such.
As you wish, sire.
Good. Agravain?
Lord Regent?
Good news! Lot and I worked out our differences. He is ready to continue his vassalage to Camelot. Open the gates for his men.
Father, have you forgiven someone? That's the first.
He made a convincing argument. I hold no grudge against Mordred.
I'm glad to hear that. As you command, Regent.
How long do you reckon your men need?
They won't need long.
Treason! Treason!
Hold on, Tristan, what happened?
As soon as we opened the gates, Lot's men swarmed us. They overpowered our defenders. We must be quick. We can still escape, especially with Lot as our hostage.
That is no way to treat your father, Agravain!
I have no patience for traitors, father or not.
You must go quickly, Mordred. Lot's men could be here any second.
We shall not go.
What do you mean? This is no time to be a hero.
I'm not being a hero. Believe me, I'm not. But we shan't go. Camelot has a new king.
Don't give up that easily. Once Arthur returns, we're going to kick him out and take his head.
I'm not talking about Lot. I am the new king of Camelot.
What are you talking about?
Lot's men are securing the castle for me. We have nothing to fear from them.
I don't understand.
I do. Lot is not the traitor. He is.
Arthur has ruled long enough and caused hurt and suffering for 100 lifetimes. I'm ridding Camelot of him. I would like you by my side.
Are you insane?
Tristan, Galahad, we took our knightly trials together. You've seen everything Arthur has done to me. Will you not help me?
What is wrong with you?
I'll never betray my king.
In the name of King Arthur, you are under arrest. You're coming with us. Both of you are coming with us.
Agravain, would you really turn against your father?
Will not join you in treason.
Your time is up. Surrender now and you'll be spared.
You'll just have to kill us.
No! Don't touch Agravain!
Back!
Run! Warn Arthur, I'll hold them off.
Lower the sword, Agravain. We don't want to hurt you, or them.
You stay right there, traitor.
We can't leave you.
Yes, you can.
You are knights, and like him, you have not forgotten your duty to Camelot. Go!
Go after them. I will deal with my brother. Surrender, brother. Please.
Never.
Stop, please. This is senseless.
This is loyalty. This is honor. This is right.
Don't be such a fool!
You raised a fool, father. I can't help it.
You know what? I'm done with you. Mordred, do what you must.
Are you going to fight me?
I'd rather not.
Then surrender yourself to Arthur's mercy.
Never!
So be it.
Brother, please! Brother, don't worry. You're going to be all right. We'll get you to a physician. Just hold on, okay? Please say something. Brother, please say something. Agravain, no. Come on, it's just a scratch. You can take me. I've never beaten you in the yard. I can't beat you now. Brother!
How stands the construction of our siege engines?
The going is slow, but no slower than expected. In a few weeks, we'll be ready to attack.
I'd wish this expedition would be over in days. No matter. We have time.
Time enough for Lancy and Gwen to come to their senses, I hope.
Gawain, can I count on you?
Always, sire. Bedivere, what is it?
Cannot arrived in the camp, sir. We need to speak. They need to speak to the king urgently.
2 knights? Who?
Tristan and Galahad, sir.
That be Galahad. What are they doing here?
Bring them in.
No.
They're supposed to be in Camelot.
Something must have happened.
This is not a good time.
It never is.
What is the meaning of this? Speak quickly.
There is no... Galahad, why don't you take the lead?
Mordred has betrayed us. He has seized control of Camelot together with King Lot.
I see. What of Agravain?
He stayed behind so we could escape.
So it is.
Aggie, my little brother. Why?
Vengeance, I gathered.
Oh, no, this is all wrong.
Sire, I know this is difficult, but we need decisive action. What shall we do?
I don't know. I can't think.
No, sire, you can have an emotional breakdown after we've settled on a plan.
I can't leave. I can't do it without Guinevere.
Every day we wait, Mordred will consolidate his hold over Camelot. We cannot wait weeks for our siege engine. Perhaps we just cut our losses and go.
No. There is another option.
Negotiations won't work.
We challenge Lancelot to a single combat. 1 duel to decide the siege.
He will not agree to that.
Oh, I think he will. It's his only chance to ever be truly free from our pursuit.
It's dangerous. Lancelot is a great warrior. Who would fight him?
I would be honoured to take up this challenge.
As would I.
No, it should be me. Lancelot is good, but he can't stand against Excalibur.
which is why he won't agree to fight against it. I am our best fighter. It should be me.
No, a single moment of hesitation is all he needs, and he is your best friend.
I won't hesitate.
Too risky.
No, it's not. If I win, we can be on our way home tonight. If I die, you can still cut your losses and go home. It is our best option.
All right. Send the challenge to Lancelot.
Single combat, Lancelot. You and I. If you win, you're free.
What?
Or beg for Arthur's mercy, he might still grant it.
Lancelot, we made a deal. We both live or we both die.
I have no desire to fight you, Gawain. Go in peace.
Then he'll storm your castle and kill both of you. What do you have to lose, Lancey? Die a warrior's death and we'll take Gwen, alive. Or you can win your freedom if you get past me. Refuse the challenge and both of you die.
I mean, we would not see you dead.
Then yield.
Why would you risk your life, risk killing your friend, just to return me to where I do not want to be?
It wasn't me who broke the table. I wish you all happiness, Gwen, but what you did was wrong. You know it. Come home, all may be mended still.
Is that your guarantee?
You know I'd do anything to make the king see reason.
Arthur made up his mind long ago, Gawain. You know that too. We cannot yield. I accept your challenge.
Then I'll see you at noon, Sir Lancelot.
Guinevere!
What have we done?
As he said, we broke the table.
Stupid, rash, brave brother.
It's our best way out.
I know, but we pay a heavy cost, Lancelot.
Perhaps we deserve to.
Gawain doesn't.
No.
Can he beat you?
With Balin and Balan gone, he's probably the only one who could. If he gets lucky.
You were close. If you hesitate.
I won't hesitate.
All right. Take care. Come back. Come back.
I will.
This is a good learning opportunity, Bedivere. Pay attention.
Yes, sir.
Take care, Gawain.
And come back.
I will. I don't want to kill you.
Then yield the duel! Walk away!
So can you!
You know I cannot!
You know I can't either.
Then have at you. Ah! 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 Ah!
Well, no.
Ah!
Well,
Ah!
it's always welcome.
Ah!
Sire?
Break up the camp. Let's save Camelot while there's still a Camelot to save.
Camelot is in danger. How?
Mordred, if you must know.
As if he cares. Move out.
Mordred! Wait,
What is it?
I need to think. Who told Arthur about us?
What does it matter?
We're very careful. We planned it all out, except that first time.
I'm so tired, Gwen.
Whoever found out about us must have been in Camelot when we first began. Most of the knights were gone. The only ones there were Agravain and Mordred.
Guinevere?
Agravain didn't know. And he would have confronted us immediately. It was Mordred who told Arthur about us. It's Mordred who now threatens Camelot.
So?
So, Boleyn, Balan, you, me, Pelennor, Gawain, and the Camelot in ruins. Who does it serve? Is it really just us who broke the table?
Mordred.
He's been working against us ever since Arthur imprisoned him. No doubt in collusion with Morgan.
That little. I'm gonna kill him.
If Arthur finds you in his borders.
It matters not! If Mordred set all of this up, he definitely has something up his sleeve against Arthur. He needs my help.
He'll kill you.
Arthur is ruined. Camelot has fallen, and half the knights, my friends, are dead. No matter what I might try to tell myself, I played my part in it, and I must make it right.
That means dying.
I won't. I won't. If Arthur tries to kill me, well, I've escaped once before, I'll do it again.
I'll come with you.
No. That will only make escape more difficult. Don't worry, Guinevere. I will come back.
Here, say goodbye to a good man and a good son. Agravain, I wish you stood at my side, but you made your choice, and I could fault you for that. My son, farewell.
Brother, I never meant for you to die. I never meant for any of this.
I'll give you some time.
What am I doing, Agravain? I came to find a family. I found it. There you lie. This folly does not help. None of it helps. I got it all wrong, brother. I'm sorry I only see that now. I'm sorry you had to pay the price. I can't make it right, but I can make it stop. No one else will die because of me. My family has suffered enough.
Arthur is on his way back! Brother, our quest is almost complete.
It already is.
What?
It's over, Morgan.
Didn't we just go through this?
We swore our brothers and sisters will not be harmed. Agravain is dead.
Good riddance!
How can you say that? He was our brother!
He betrayed our mother, chose Arthur over her. We are well rid of him.
He was our brother and he was a good man. Better than we'll ever be.
Mordred, brother dear, we are so close. All we need to do now is face him with Lot's army and my magic. Even Excalibur won't be enough to save him.
If we are facing him, we are facing him to beg for mercy.
You know what he did!
I know what I did, and it has gone too far. My sister is banished. My brother is dead. I will not risk any more of my family in this foolish quest for vengeance.
You need not worry about Gawain getting hurt. He's already dead.
What?
I killed him. Well, technically I helped Lancelot kill him.
I said he wasn't to be touched.
I knew you'd get second thoughts. If Gawain was with Arthur, you should not put that much faith into your fake brother. He was as much a traitor as Agravain. All that family you say you care so much for. They didn't care about our mother. They didn't care for us when we were in exile at the lake, and they didn't care for you when you were imprisoned. They're all accomplices to Arthur's crimes, Mordred. They didn't grow up with you, I did. They did not protect you. I did. I am your sister, not them. I'm the only one you need. Why?
Morgan, enough!
Mordred.
I'll miss you, sister. I hope you find peace.
What on earth happened here?
Your last son is dead, King Lot.
What? Does that what we paid for this?
She has.
I see.
Send word to Arthur. I want him to negotiate. Enough blood has been spilled.
Arthur raced back to Camelot, and I raced after him. But I came too late. Here on the fields of Camlan, Arthur would face his final battle.
Mordred and Lot have taken up position opposite us. They've invited us to negotiate.
I suppose we must at least make a show of trying to settle this peacefully.
Sire, shouldn't we?
No. Today, I'll have bloodshed.
They have the numbers.
I have Excalibur.
Many will die on our side too.
So be it.
Sire, I have been with you almost 20 years. I have known you to be kind and just and wise. But this, if there is to be a battle, so be it. But if it can be avoided, shouldn't we try for the sake of Camelot?
For the sake of Camelot. That's what Merlin said when the ghost came begging for a place to stay for her and her children. They are words I lived and ruled by. I'll live by them tomorrow and every day after, but not today. Today, I live for vengeance. The Round Table was meant to bring out the best in people, a place for goodness and justice. Lancelot embodied that and made me believe all of us could rise to excellence if we just tried a little harder. I was so disappointed when he turned out to be just a man. Today, I prove I am no better. I hope you can forgive me, Percival.
There's nothing to forgive. It is no sin to be human, sire. If you want vengeance, you shall have it.
Then let's give them the show of peace before we kill them.
Treachery! You agreed to come unarmed!
You dare speak to me of treachery? You agreed to the same.
Father.
Mordred.
Father, I...
Stand back!
No step closer.
I seek only peace.
Peace?
Did you seek peace when you seized Camelot for yourself? When you turned my knights on each other?
I have done great evil. I don't wish for it to continue.
Oh, that's late.
Far too late. I surrender to you and your judgment.
Surrender. All right. These are my terms. You will disband your army and disarm, and both you and Lot will be taken into custody to stand trial for your crimes. And don't expect to be treated as a prince. You are no son of mine. Not anymore.
That is...
Do you give us the balls, Arthur? You nuts are decimated. You are outnumbered and in no positions to make demands.
If you do not wish to meet them, I will gladly take your head in battle.
Perhaps I'll take yours.
Stand back!
You struck me during negotiations. Attack!
No! Stop!
Camelot!
I can't do this. I can't.
I never wanted any of this.
You've destroyed everything I've worked for! You took my kingdom, my friends, you turned me against my wife! And finally, you took away my son.
Father,
Don't call me that! I should kill you right now. You don't stand a chance against Excalibur. I won't murder you. I owe you that much. You wanted to destroy me. Do it, then!
You've come far too late. They're all dead.
Except you.
I won't last long.
What is this?
You know what I did. I brought down Camelot, killed your comrades, exiled you to a god-forsaken corner of the world. I slew your king and betrayed all you stood for. End it! Take your revenge! You've earned it! Don't you want to kill me?
I do. I want to drag you through the gates of hell and watch Satan chew on your flesh.
Then do it!
Take my revenge? Look! Where revenge has brought you, Mordred! No. I think we've had quite enough of revenge. You've caused enormous suffering. Your death will not fix that. Your life, though.
I can't. Not for what I've done.
Probably not. But even if you bring an ounce of light to the darkness you have brought, that is better than dying here today. You can't make it right, but you can make it better.
Yes. And I know where to start. Farewell, Lancelot. I am sorry.
I know.
You are for a knight.
I know you. You're Gawain's boy. You're alive?
I fled. I'm ashamed. I abandoned the knightly virtue.
Don't worry. You should know by now, us knights aren't perfect. Besides, I don't think courage is our most important value, or virtue.
Then what is?
One too often left out. Forgiveness.
I don't understand.
You will. King Arthur is dead. I admit I played my part in it, as did many others, though Mordred did the slaying.
What's the hurry?
Everyone's dead, Merlin. No one will be keeping the Saxons away from my lake now, and I'm not going to be around when they come. I'm going back to Avalon, and you are coming with me.
Avalon? Sounds fun.
It won't be for you. My Faekin is much less kind to humans than I am.
I'm sure we'll get along. I won you over.
Did you?
How hurtful.
Nothing compared to what's coming to you for eternity.
Perhaps. Someone's approaching.
Yes. I saw him coming. You came back one last time.
Lady Nimue.
Mordred.
Merlin, I take it you already.
The Lady of the Lake sees everything, and she tells me.
I never meant to.
No, but you still did it.
Yes.
You killed your sister.
Yes.
I shall miss her. But I won't fault you. She was out of control.
Why are you here?
So many lives were ruined because of me. Let me at least restore one. You're here because you couldn't bring Excalibur back, right?
More or less.
Here it is. I have no more use for it.
That's not quite what our deal was.
Then make a new one. The sword for Merlin.
I'm going to miss you, old man.
You don't have to take the deal.
Eternal Fey torture. I really do have to take it. But perhaps I'll pick up your soul once your time has come.
I would like that.
Then you are free. Now farewell. Perhaps we'll meet again in Avalon.
I pray we will.
Do you hate me?
No, Mordred, I pity you.
What I did.
It was wrong. But yours was not the only part. Morgause, Lot, Lancelot, me, even Arthur himself. We all made this happen. We must all make amends. I wish you the best of luck with yours.
Where will you go?
I will finally finish my cat transforming concoction. The lady gave me the missing ingredient. What will you do?
my best. It's all we can do.
All right, that was the end of this performance. Oh my goodness, that was a ride. Thank you to all who joined us, and thank you so much to this fantastic, impressive, great group of actors. I've been very honored to be amongst your cast. I will ask you to turn off your video for a bit still, though. I'm gonna do a little curtain call right here. So I present to you our fantastic cast of tonight. First and foremost, Jackie Hume as our Sir Lancelot. Fantastically done. Luciano Bodassi as Bedivere and Balin. Puck Halkes as Sir Balan. Arden Fitzroy as Mordred and our fantastic Ethelred. That's so elegant. Sojourner Hazelwood Connell as Morgan. Can we appreciate the cloak, people? Our lovely Olga as Nimue and Agravain. Peter Webster as Merlin and Sir Tristan. Trisha Basara as Sir Percival. Sasha Bittikhofer as King Lot. Love the crown. Well done. Charlie Adelston as Sir Pellinor. Jeff King as our fantastic Arthur. You stole the show. Well done. Jeff.
I can't get my camera on.
Don't worry. People are clapping for you.
There we go. I'm here. Hello.
Hello. Puck Halkes, our fantastic director, and our fantastic Sir Gawain, and the writer of this script, and the composer of the music. So big round of applause to him. And Artemisia Lusberg as Morgause. Very proud of all of you. And hereby ends our live stream. Thank you all so much for watching, and I highly advise you stay in touch with Wider Universal Theatre for further productions. Woo!